Just letting you guys know you can listen to my No Bleeps podcast anywhere you stream podcasts or on my No Bleeps YouTube channel. Link in the description. Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to Sesh. You guys, Tati Westbrook is back on YouTube. I don't know what is in the air and I'm just expecting James Charles to post a freaking normal video tomorrow at this rate because everybody is coming back. First, Shane says he's going to come back eventually. David Dobrik returns and now we've got Tati Westbrook out of left field tweeting out today that she was going to be returning to her YouTube channel. She posted on her Instagram story saying, new video 12 p.m. I've missed you, and then tweeted out new video in 30 minutes. And then there was the video titled A Year Later, smiley as ever, talking about what's been going on with her. And this is just so insane because we had recently talked about her taking down the last video that she had ever posted, which was the Breaking My Silence video, where she had basically said that her and James Charles had worked it out behind the scenes, and she exposed Shane and Jeffree and said that they had manipulated her into posting the Bye Sister video. They had convinced her that James Charles was a bad person, and she believed them. And a bunch of stuff was included in that video that made Jeffree and Shane look so bad, which caused people to look into Shane and his past, and that led to a lot of drama. And just within the last week, Tati has taken down that video, and people have been like thinking it was a possibility that she was cleaning up her channel so that she could come back drama-free. And well, that seems to be the case. I really just don't know what is in the air, but comebacks are coming left and right, it seems. The summertime is always when the tea seems to be the hottest. This is exactly when all the drama went down last year. So it's just really crazy to see that the same thing is kind of going down this year and everyone is coming back. But I definitely want to tell you guys what she said in this video because there's a lot to break down in it that she has had to say about what's been going on in the past year. So she said she originally wanted to ignore everything that happened in the past and just wanted to move on, but she knows that she kind of really couldn't do that and she just wanted to get this out of the way so that she can start posting normal content again. And did mention briefly her last video, saying that when she had posted that Breaking Her Silence video, it was a terrible time in her life. She was very stressed out and she basically like stopped talking about it right away because she didn't want to mention it, and she didn't mention anything about deleting it. She said that when she pulled back from posting, when she went on this massive long year break, she stopped talking to everybody in the beauty community. So that was kind of her addressing, you know, where she stands drama wise by basically saying, I don't talk to any of those people anymore. I don't associate with those people anymore, making it clear she probably doesn't side with James Charles in any of the things that are going on now. Although I do want to mention something that people are pointing out and don't exactly know how to take this, but James Charles did like Tati's tweet about posting this new video. So that's something that I want to know how you guys feel about and what you guys think him liking that means. Anyways, back to what Tati was saying in this video. She mentions there's no litigation, no cease and desist, because in Breaking My Silence, a lot of people were under the impression she was going to sue Jeffree Star or Shane Dawson or both of them with the way that she was talking in the video. I mean, she was reading from this document, trying to keep everything legal and kept mentioning lawyers and everything like that in a case and whatnot, but obviously that didn't end up happening. Now, she said that legal things did happen, which we have talked about on this channel, that Tati had been in like 2 lawsuits, I believe, in the last year. One with her business partner for Halo Beauty, and then one without a crystal ball. That was 2 different times that she's had to deal with lawyers and going to court and all that type of stuff. And says that legal things did happen, just not with, obviously, alluding to the last video, anything that had to do with James, Shane, or Jeffree. And she said that she wanted to originally come back to YouTube last summer or early fall, but she ended up taking a longer break than she thought because she was actually getting threats, she was being blackmailed, and she felt like if she pulled back, it would kind of fizzle things out. And obviously now she's back because things have fizzled out for her. And she says that she never left Halo during this entire time, and she's still the CEO of Halo. And she got into more detail about wanting to return last year and said that after the drama with Shane and Jeffree, she did want to come back, and that is when she ended up being in the lawsuit with her Halo Beauty business partner. And I made a video about it at the time because a lot of people were very shocked to read that lawsuit and read the things that Tati was being accused of, like having false promises and all that stuff, and felt like she wasn't living up to the expectations that she had promised her business partner. And it just wasn't a good time to come back to YouTube while the lawsuit was so public. And she said that her business partner was like feeding information about her to drama channels, and I mean, I never got any information like that from anybody that was suing. So just in case y'all were wondering, I never heard squat about Tati or anything like that. Anything that I heard about the lawsuit, I read in the public court documents that were made public to everybody. Tati says the entire thing was so embarrassing, and so she didn't obviously return until now. Then says that litigation is really expensive and kind of made it seem like she had to downsize her house in order to go all in and pay for her legal fees for everything that had gone on in last year.
Litigation is expensive. Let me just be raw and open. We sold our house in LA. I moved out of my condo. I have downsized my life in a major way to really be able to go all in and support what's happening with me through this litigation. My studio right here, this is it. This is it. Studio tour. Right? That's about as good as it gets. I miss my studio in LA so much.
When I am pretty sure you guys, she basically alluded to having moved to Seattle because she was afraid of Jeffree Star. Like in the Breaking My Silence video, it really seemed like she was so scared of Jeffree Star and what he could do that she moved to Seattle. Like she got out of LA because she was scared of Jeffree.
Last fall, I became so afraid to stay in my LA home that I bulk filmed a lot of videos and I left town in October to get away from it all. I was so upset that I continued to lose weight. I couldn't sleep, and slowly I became a shell of my former self. I've been terrified for a very long time, so much so that I had to relocate again 2 months ago, and I have taken serious security precautions to ensure my safety. On the advice of my attorneys, I cannot share with all of you right now the evidence that we have accumulated of the events that have occurred. However, there will soon come a day where we will be able to present this evidence, and you will be able to see why it is we believe that Jeffree and Shane are responsible for so much of the damage that has been caused.
Whereas in this video, it was like, I moved to Seattle because I wanted to like downsize. We sold the LA house and all that stuff. Like there was like no mention of like fear of Jeffree Star or anything like that. So I just wanted to mention that one out there. During this entire time of downsizing and whatnot, she had this awakening that material things aren't important, which is very funny because that's something that Jeffree Star had recently mentioned in his most recent video that I haven't gotten to talk to you guys about because there's just been so many like crazy random things that have happened, like David Dobrik coming back unexpectedly, obviously Tati coming back unexpectedly, but Jeffree posted a video on his channel and he had mentioned that he's suddenly realized material things aren't that important. And I just think it's so funny that Tati is now having that same realization. And she said that her integrity is just more important to her. And then reveals that this past year has had a strain in her marriage. Now, Tati is laying it all out here, I guess, because she doesn't want someone to come and reveal anything before she can, and she'd rather just get it out of the way now so that people don't like go digging and then find things and then reveal them while she's back. She just would rather get everything out in the open right now so she doesn't have to deal with it when she's back to doing makeup reviews and get ready with me's. And it says that she almost got a divorce from her husband James. And you guys, for a second, when she mentioned the name James, I thought she was about to start talking about James Charles, and I was like, oh my God, here we go. And no, she's just talking about how she hadn't been wearing her wedding ring the entire video and she wanted to address it, and said that there was a chance that she could have gotten a divorce in the last year because things were really rough for her and her husband. She was living on her own and thought it was over, thought it was the end, and she had taken her ring off. And said that the reason why she actually ended up not having her ring on in this very video, even though they were able to work through it and they're not getting a divorce and everything is all good with them, was because when she was moving out of her condo, which I believe she was living in a condo while they were separated or something like that, she had a bag of jewelry that she was going to donate and then a bag of jewelry that she was going to keep, and her wedding ring was in the donation bag on accident, at least she believes that it was, and she donated it. So she doesn't have her wedding ring anymore, which, gosh, that is ouchy. But she says that she's still with James and that's all that matters. And just wanted to share that before anybody else could share it or notice that she wasn't wearing her ring and be like, oh my God, like what's going on? This is crazy. And says that she is going to address stuff that is going on with Tati Beauty soon in a different video, but doesn't really have any scandalous updates. And she doesn't like that she even had to make this video. I mean, this took me by surprise for sure. I did not think we were gonna get a Tati Westbrook return anytime soon, and she really just sprung this out of nowhere. The last time Tati ever really kind of came back to do the video Breaking My Silence, she was posting for days, I feel like, posting random like music videos and quotes and butterflies, and this was very much like 30 minutes, the video was going up and everyone was just like, wait a minute, like I need time to process that this is even happening. And I just find it very interesting that this is all going down when everybody is kind of coming back, like Jeffrey saying he's done with drama, Shane saying he's not abandoning his channel, Tati's coming back now. This is all just like in such suspicious timing. Like I don't think that there was like a plan for all of this, but it just feels so interesting. And I wonder if James is watching this like, I gotta come back now. If all these people are coming back, let me come back. I don't even know how people would react to that. I think this is just so insane. Like, I just can't even believe that this is what is going on. A lot of people are really happy to see Tati come back though. There is a lot of I miss yous in her comment section. A lot of people really giving her positive vibes. So I wanna know how you guys feel about Tati's return back to YouTube. Did you guys watch this video? Let me know in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.